Hello there. My name is Clayton Rodney and I am the production and technical director here at Edmonton Opera, and I'm going to be giving you a quick tour of the HMS Pinafore set, or as we've been calling it, hashtag HMS Boaty McBoatface. Anyways, I'm going to give you a quick tour from the model to the page, and then we're going to see it inside the rehearsal hall. Right here in the model, which is designed by Camellia Koo, which is a great designer out of Toronto who's done a few other shows for us in the past. What she's designed for us is basically a boat that extends out past the proscenium, which is the opening of the Jubilee here, into what is normally the orchestra pit. So if you've ever been to the Jube, you can tell where the orchestra pit's been. That's actually being removed, and we're actually going to put seats there and sell some extra seats there, which we're affectionately calling the splash zone, and I'll let you try and figure that out why later. So in under here is the plan for the orchestra to go, and up above here, and not in the model, are some very large, what we've been calling boat things, or cowls, to make it look boaty. Pretty simple set, really. These track in along here, and there's openings in the railings setting us up for comedy, so we'll show you that when we're downstairs as well. So if we look over here, we can kind of get a better picture of the way that it sits inside the Jubilee. So if we're looking straight down at the Jubilee in plan view, you can see the shape of the boat here, which is essentially this elevated curve position here, and then railing in along here. Obviously we don't want to put any railing across here, or you can't see. In order to get onto this boat, we talked about a lot of different ways, and we thought that the best way is going to be for people to board the boat right here, and all of the cargo that comes with it. So you're actually going to get to see two crew members dressed as sailors that don't normally appear in front of the audience, enjoying themselves loading some cargo onto the ship. So that's what we're all looking forward to. Part of the design of this Pinafore set is that we actually get to see all the way around it so that we have clear sky around it. So what we've done is we're going to be installing white drapes, also known as the cyclorama, along the sides, along the upstage or across the back here, and again up this side. So we'll actually be creating a bit of a little box in order for our lighting designer, Jeffrey George, to play and give us a real feel that we're out on the ocean here, and then when we're in the Act 2 at night, we're gonna get a nice, real intimate look scene to that. So, and in the paper space here, that's these drawings right here represented. This is a big set, a really big set, even for the Jubilee. The way that it extends out here, actually because of the curve, is bigger than the Jubilee. So our opening at the Jubilee, from wall to wall here, what the audience can see, known as the proscenium, is 60 feet. This chunk of curb that runs right here is almost 90 feet long in order to account for the curve, okay? That is, if we were to lay it in the Jubilee, essentially the size of the Jubilee. The smokestack back here is so tall that when we built it here in the shop, we couldn't actually put it all together. We have 22-foot high ceilings. That smokestack is 24 feet high, plus will be 4 feet off the ground. So it's really high. It's gonna go up into the sky quite a ways. This ship really should fill the Jubilee with no problem. The way it's gonna do that is with this huge forestage that really comes right out into the audience. Our patrons are gonna be so close. The splash zone is going to be known more like the, oh my goodness, your diction is amazing zone. Oh! Hello! How's it going? I guess we're doing a tour now of the HMS Pinafore set. So here we are, we're on stage right in the rehearsal hall here on the northwest side of Edmonton. So here we are looking at the set that the artist will be rehearsing on. It's sort of a stripped down, reduced version of what we're actually going to see in the Jubilee, but it's close enough that our artist can actually work with it and saves us some time on stage and lets us concentrate on things like lighting and sound cues and the orchestra and things like that. So on stage right over here, we'll be walking through. You can see the boat is right here, okay? What we've got is we've got sort of an under level there where the orchestra will be, and then an upper level that's all covered with nice brass railings. Right here are the curbs that make the outline of the ship. If you remember on the model, it kind of pokes out that way. So these are the curbs. They're flipped upside down right now because we're going to wire them with electrics so that they can glow out of these sort of holes that are right in the curb here, and there's a cover that goes on that, and then we'll see the perfect outline of the ship at night. So as we come through here, the curbs will come out and down to a point out on stage left there. There'll be audience all right in here, and then the curb kind of wraps up around the back side there. So with the set, there are not very many tricks. I'll be honest, we're relying mostly on the comedy of the characters to help us out. And here's a character, Katie. Katie, our lovely box office clerk, is going to show us how these stairs work. Katie, how are you doing?
Great.
Are you ready for your big debut?
I'm ready.
Okay, so here we go. This is going to be hilarious, everyone. Watch for it. Sing something, Katie.
No.
Oh, okay. This is really hard to perform like this. I'm in the chorus and I'm pushing you across the stage. There you go. Okay, Katie. Big number.
No.
Okay, well, fine then. So we'll loop up around here. Here's another one of these rolling stairs, all covered with debris, of course, because this is a workshop until the artists get here. Come in up over here so we can still see the audience nice this way. And then we move into our walls, which are actually helping to hold up the structure. Come along here, we've got a couple doors built in so that we can make some fun entrances. And then this part here actually will get a beautiful brass porthole with frosted piece. And then this box right here on the back is a shadow box so that we can glow these without actually being able to see them behind it. We have one just to confuse some of the orchestra members. It's not a real door, it's just painted. In the event of a fire, don't go this way. So back here, you'll see that the set is all painted purple. The reason for the purple is, one, we know what show it is, so we don't get confused with our other shows in the season. So here we are, the purple paint here is mixed with a fireproofing additive so that our set doesn't want to immediately burst into flames. Again, the doors, you just gotta watch out for these boxes. They'll reveal, and then just a regular old door closer on it. We've got a set of escape stairs back here. Okay, and right sitting kind of in this slot here will be that big smokestack, and it goes up quite a ways. So hopefully the audience won't be able to see anybody entering down here. So this will give you a little bit of a sample of what the floor treatment will be. The entire boat will have the same floor treatment, but down on the floor, we just don't have it in the rehearsal hall. Okay, you're probably wondering why the set is wrapped in blue plastic. We found early on that if we wanted to keep our brass looking extra brassy, we had to keep people from touching it. And who can resist touching this beautiful brass? Here we go, beautiful brass, some nice wood. You can see it all unwrapped at the Jubilee.